Hey guys, how's it going? So, got the LC10 submachine gun dark matter right here. We're going to be looking at the best two class setups for this weapon, rocking perk, greed, and gunfighter. But let me go ahead and tell you something. The game has went and tricked me up again, because as you can see, I've got it dark matter. I didn't equip it on the other setup last night right before I hopped off the game, and it's doing that thing to where it's locking it up again. And I got to redo one of the camos for some stupid reason. Luckily, it stayed on that one weapon, so you know that's at least proof that I got it. But I cannot equip it on the gunfighter setup for, like I said, just because I have to redo that one camo group for I don't know. This game, you know, it just has a tendency to want to stick its foot right in the middle of the fan blade. So I don't know what to tell you, but we're going to look at the perk greed class setup first. And with that, first touch on the perks, we got Flak Jacket, Scavenger, Ghost. That's going to be the constant with our gunfighter setup. Those are our three main ones. Then we add on Tac Mask, Assassin, and Gun Host, so we can take and push it out a bit more aggressively. And I mean, this one doesn't have a suppressor. I mean, it does have a suppressor, my bad. But it's still meant to be, you know, it's still meant to be aggressive. And I mean, when you're playing aggressive, it's you know, your stealthiness doesn't necessarily matter that much. So we're going to stick with the iron sights. Iron sights on this sub are a little bit, they're not my favorite, but I don't feel like it's necessary to equip an optic, since you're going to be, you know, mainly getting in close range engagements with this setup. And this is the one that I use mostly in hardcore to speed through the camo acquisitions for this one. So with the muzzle, going with the sound suppressor, because we don't want to take and diminish our firepower any more than we have to, especially since we're not equipped in a barrel. For the body, we got the SWAT 5 milliwatt laser. Then we're going down to the underbarrel S5 speed grip magazine. We got that Salvo 52 round fast mag, and finally we got the airborne elastic wrap on our handle. So we really bump up the accuracy and, you know, the speed. All the subs have phenomenal ADS speed, even if you take and diminish the speed down to, you know, whatever you end up going to. So look, tactical, we got our stem shot, lethal, frag grenade, field upgrade, proximity mine, and for secondary, do whatever you want to. I still got the knife because I'm going to unlock the old sword and the machete as soon as I'm done doing this. So then going up to our gunfighter class setup, we got, you know, got to use all the class, you know, the class options here. So the fast point reflex is my personal favorite to use on this one. Normally I go with the Cobra red dot, which is still a great option for this gun, but just something about that fast point reflex just seems to fit this gun very well. Then going down, sticking with the sound suppressor, same as the other one, we got a barrel attachment with a 13.9-inch task force. And with this one, what we're really trying to do is, so like the speed improvements don't really matter as much, because like I said, the ADS time's great regardless, but we do want to take and bump up our accuracy and firepower and balance that out as much as we can. Then we sticking with the SWAT 5 milliwatt laser, sticking with the S5 speed grip, sticking with the same magazine, Salvo 52 round fast mag, airborne elastic wrap, and for the stock we got the SAS combat stock, and that's because of the additional bump in accuracy. Because this right here is the best setup I think for this weapon, is going with the gunfighter setup, and that seems to be the case with a lot of the submachine guns, aside from maybe the MP5, because the MP5 is just so dominant regardless of what you throw on it, even if you don't throw nothing on it. But this gun right here, set up like this, allows it to function more along the lines of an AR, and you know, this game is a very AR dominant game, even on a map like Nuketown, especially when you consider the fact that you got people running tac rifles, and then you have the LMGs. So if you want to take and play out the map in a more aggressive fashion, and when I say aggressive, I mean be able to push out and make your way through to the other side of the map, you have to take and have a weapon that will allow you to also, you know, handle some of those longer range engagements. And most of the subs, or at least this sub in particular, normally whenever you rock like that 5 attachment setup, unless you pre-aim a lot, you're not going to win most of those longer range gunfights against, you know, a lot of your other weapon categories. So, like I said, we're sticking with Flak Jacket, Scavenger, and Ghost for our perks. Same tactical, lethal, and field upgrade. And then we got the knife once again for the same reason. And I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to have the DM Ultra on the weapon. We're probably going to end up on the setup we're going to be using the most. in the game, so you know that is what it is. But look, without further ado, let's take and hop into a match. Alrighty, we got domination. Once again, we're hitting it up on Nuketown. You know, got to keep it consistent. I don't really like the inspection on this weapon. Like, it doesn't really give you a good side profile view, at least not as good as I think it should. And we're gonna, since it's domination, we're gonna stick with what we normally do, unless the performance just ends up being dog doo-doo with this first little setup that we got going on. But we're gonna use the perk greed setup first, and then we're gonna take and switch it on over to our gunfighter setup. And just like with a lot of the other videos, this is my first game of the day, so you know, with that in mind, like I said, I like to keep it I like to take and do these class setups like when I'm just hopping on that way, you know, where I'm getting warmed up. And I'm sorry for the drop shot, it has to be done because I don't want to start off too. Screw you, buddy. So hopping around there with a spaz. I mean, after you take and you shut them down, but then again, I am drop shot, so I guess I deserve it. But yeah, just until I get my sights and stuff, like, you know, on point, get my thumbs, you know, where they're not completely just full on, you know, like my thumbs tend to have Tourette's when I first start playing. They just want to take and just all of a sudden just yell out profanities just by going left or right. And god dang, this controller, man, my new, like, my replacement controller is supposed, like, my new controller is supposed to be on the way within 2 days, and then it'll probably take it 5 days to get here. So I got to deal with this POS for a just a short duration longer, and then we should be. Somebody please shoot that man. There we go. Okay, at least I got that elimination. What are we rocking on the leaderboard? We're third on the leaderboard. Okay, we got to take and make a push for that B flag though. That bueno capture is what we need. Okay, let's take and jab ourselves with some of that good old adrenaline. God dang it, bro, we getting everything in the book thrown at us. And this sub, bro, it has like absolutely no penetration. That's what she said. And dude, I've got a bunch of nuts underneath my microphone too, so I gotta remove those. That's not a good image because the way my mic stand is, it's kind of a provocative image. God dang, thank you for that UAV teammate, whoever you are. You just taken and gave us a nice little heads up about that guy chilling right there. Oh, thank Wiener that he had to reload, mate. He was about to shut me down with that AK-74U. So we 8-4. This right here, once again, this setup is really suited just for the up close and personal stuff, unless you really want to use it in hardcore. And it's just because, like, most of these situations right here, if you don't, God, my accuracy is just off point at the moment, just because I got it. It takes me, like, by the time we get to the second round, I should be nice and toasty warmed up. Not that the performance is too shabby at the moment. Like, this sub isn't amazing. Like, compared to the new AR that we got, it's you know, it's just not. I don't know why you would pick this over the new AR, aside from just, you know, wanting to use a sub, because even up close, the new AR will shut you down faster than the sub, as long as you take and your accuracy's okay. Because I mean, with this, the fire rate's relatively slow, so it does give you accuracy, but with like the fall off range and like the way that the damage is situated, you're just much better off using the new AR. God dang it! Why is everybody and their brother in this house all of a sudden? God dang, Jesus. Okay. Stadium pop-up. No, I needed the points, brothers. God, you got to wait on your teammates here, man. I'm over here. I'm trying to get this harp up in the sky for us by round 2, so we can see which direction these guys are looking. See if they out here creeping, you know, being peeping toms, looking through our windows. Okay, yep, that's not good. Oh my, yes, sir. Look at that. And you know what? We might have the other gun, DM Ultra, by the time we get done with this one. I don't think. Was he there the whole time? Or was that my teammate? No? Okay, just somehow me and him, we just like done a ring around the rosy right there up top by that desk, and he got right behind me. But what can you do? Okay, you know what? Let's get this proximity mine down, so hopefully somebody comes stub their toe on it. I don't even know why I have teammates, man. I see blue arrows just dancing around that guy, and then nothing happens. There we go. At least we got the proximity mine kill. I'm sorry for pulling up my leaderboard like that. It's just a bad habit. Like, I don't even notice that I do it half the time. It's just like a... It's like a tick or something. I don't know. You know, it just happens. I started doing it in Black Ops 3 when I was playing competitive. Like, every time I would, like, die, I would just get frustrated, just, like, spam my menu. And it's kind of carried over all the way through Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare to now. So, you know, if anything, just try to ignore that the best you can. If you can't, then I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. So... I need to start using my XP tokens more, because I'm already level 72, but like if I'd been utilizing my XP tokens, look at that, we got it gold, baby, let's go. So you know what, it don't even matter. It don't even matter that the game took and stole it from me. We already got our DM Ultra back. I just wish, probably should have played one match and done that right beforehand, but you know, we'll get things situated as the time flies. Bop, bop, bop. See, I'm getting more warmed up now, my accuracy. So by the time we get to our gunfighter setup this next go-round, we'll, I should be pretty well situated. That right there would have been a good opportunity to show you guys what the rank... Nice jump shot with the sniper, my friend. I'll give you that one. You know, it's not necessarily... It's not that hard to do, but it's also not that easy to do with the way some of these snipers function on this game. Okay, well, okay. I mean, maybe, okay, apparently the Tundra's Jesus Christ now. The Tundra is like one of the best snipers, though, in all honesty. The Remington 700 on here, the old Pellington, it's not bad, and it does have, like, you know, like the best ADS time. Will you leave me alone, sir? Please, he's just singling me out at this point. Just waiting for me to stick my head around the corner. Please be him. That wasn't him. That's a dash. I hate it whenever people have the dash thing on my team, especially if I do play hardcore whenever I'm working on camos, because the only time I do play hardcore is when I'm working on camos, because I'll end up, like, you can't see that dash deal, and then you just end up bodying your teammate every 2.5 seconds. Before I forget, let me take and switch on over to the gunfighter setup, and we'll take and do some carnage with this. Watch me talk it up, and then now I won't even be able to take and kill like 1.5 people with it. That tends to happen from time to time. People wise up and they start using LMG and tac rifles, because like when people use tac rifles and you're trying to use a sub and push out and they just stay mid-map, like there's not a lot you can do to compete. Like you just kind of have to wait for your teammates to plow the way and then kind of push behind them. Got to get this zone A capture so I can take and try to catch up with them at the very least. Okay, I see that guy right there mid-map. So the thing that you kind of have to adjust to when you switch from like that setup to this setup is just the fact that the ADS time isn't as fast. It's still very fast, but the overall, like the way that the weapon moves, just the, like the mobility aspect of it is quite different. How am I the only one when it wasn't even near me? Man, bro, I just can't catch a break today. But like, we're going to get our harps up nice, fast, and in a hurry. Just need to snag a couple kills, maybe a couple B flag kills. Where'd he go? Come here. There we go. Okay, you know what? See, I'm out here helping my teammates out. Okay, let's push the middle before this guy gets a chance to. And like the walk movement speed is a lot better with this setup as well, so it does give you, and that's part of that's like having gun ho, and the attachment. So it's a lot better for the pre-aim situation, which on a map like Nuketown, that somebody give that guy a medal, man. He's out here just putting in work with his diamond. Tundra, you know, I mean, if you want to use a Tundra that bad, I guess my hat's off to you. I don't know why, you know, if you already got your sniper's diamond, you out here just sweating with the Tundra, but you know, it's a lot harder on here, I guess. And we already got this guy with the harps on my team coming in for, oh, let's pop a reload. Said the damage isn't quite enough to pop off that many kills with one magazine, but you got to make it work for you. Yes, sir. A black, there we go. So we're going to pop that up. I don't want to waste, I don't want to use my harps until this guy's goes away. We're going to have these guys on the map. These guys are going to be rage quit because we're just pre-firing around these corners. And see, the game sees me picking up points and the packet loss and everything else starts coming in. So, you know, we're going to end this off with well over 50 kills. Once again, I don't want... If I could quit getting napalmed, I'm the only one dying to the napalm strikes, brothers. Jesus. Oh, you got a deep breath, woosah. You can't rub your earlobes because you got a headset on. I am not letting this guy... like diddle me again. No, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to give him a chance to diddle me. I'm just going to back it up. And then everybody and their brothers got to be looking that direction. Like I said, I'm sure I jinxed myself. Now I'm going to get like 59 kills, and now there's a helicopter up in the sky. Okay, let's take and pull the harp out here. See if we can take and, you know, play him a nice little tune. Okay, boom. We got the clown. The Joker's out here trying to pull his highs from the Dark Knight Rises. Peek it. Peek it. Peek it. Why is nobody peeking it? There we go. I hate to keep doing it to the clown, man. He's out there. He's just trying to get to a kid's birthday party here in Nuketown, and I'm just keeping him from making his daily wages. You know, that's what happened to the Joker, I think, in the, what was it? What's his name? Something Phoenix. It's kind of sad I can't think of his name. It's Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin. I think it's Joaquin Phoenix. That's close enough. I'm not known for my well pronunciation of people's names, especially when you got a name like Joaquin. Is my harp already gone, or are they just all on the back of the map? Okay, yeah, they're just all on the back of the map. Okay, tag them up. Come on, teammates. Please put in some work and shut these guys down. Another bloodthirsty already. I'll take her. God, I should have got on that flag. See, one of these guys is going to end up getting lucky and like topping me off on the... Oh, yes, right in the noggin, my friend. Bop, bop, bop. Can we get a double? Can we get a double? You know what? Let's take and put this. Oh, yep. Please let that get him. No. Why? Okay, well, at least we popped off 53 kills. We're going to end off with a 2.0 KD with a nice, you know, a nice double-digit number. I feel like if we, like, this particular match, if we would have been using the FAR, the new AR, we could have really done a lot more damage because we could have kind of held off mid-map a little bit better. If anything, I just need to tag some of these guys up and let my teammates eliminate them so that we can push towards the future. Can this, like, see, this thing can't even penetrate a goddamn picket fence. I mean, what are you supposed to do with that? Oh, my accuracy not. Oh, look at that, flee far away from death, and we still come out on top. So I mean, you can't. I've heard some people hating on this sub, like, but all in all, I think it's pretty nasty in the sub category. I mean, I still would take the MP5 over this thing. So it's not the, you know, it's not like the best sub out there, unless you want to do, like, try to push out a little bit further. I can see this thing being a wee bit more accurate than the old MP5. It just doesn't hit nearly as hard. So if you're going to play on, you know, this game with the sub, you're still better off to stick with your MP5, because if you're going for range, just use an AR. You know, if you're going for like performance, or even better, use a tac rifle, because I found when using a sub, if you have a tac rifle, you can still just destroy people's careers up close and personal, because it's like a one burst with most time. Like with the AUG and the good old the old M16, you know, it's just no contest really. Okay, please don't shoot me through the wall. I don't even know where I'm getting shot from at this point. Bop, finishing them off nice and toasty like. Got people coming in from C here. Bop, bop. Oh, how did I get it, brothers? We almost had another harp. So 65 and 20 with the new sub. I mean, you can't really argue with that performance right there. And we got final kill. Once again, the gunfighter setup is the best in my opinion. So if you're going to use one for like performance sake, go with the gunfighter setup. And yeah, guys, look, I just realized I had Ninja instead of Ghost, which is not what I meant to have. So it worked for us, but I would have preferred to have had Ghost, because that makes sense why I died a couple times when they had UAVs. So I probably would have died less if I had Ghost on. But as anyways, boys and girls, or like, you know, the 2% viewership that is possibly female, but probably just a 40-year-old man pretending to be a female, which is, you know what, you do you. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, share with your friends, and until the next one, adios.